Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody, and today I'm going to complete an FSEconomy flight. We're going to be flying the Beechcraft Baron 58 from Christchurch in New Zealand across to Mount Cook, and you are in for some unbelievable scenery, so I do hope you enjoy the flight. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump in the cockpit. Okay, before we start things up here, let's just quickly check how I set up this Flight Sim Economy flight right here. And as you can see in my holding area, I've actually got jobs heading to Mount Cook, NZMC, and I've also got 5 jobs returning from Mount Cook back to Christchurch. Now the reason I've done that is because at the moment I've rented out this Beechcraft Baron 58, and as long as you have jobs departing from the same location that your aircraft is parked at, then your rental won't expire, unless it has a time limit, which some rentals do. But what it means I can do is I can fly to Mount Cook, I can touch down, go up and park, put my parking brake on, it will log the flight, I then start my client back up, and I can take off. I don't need to go and re-rent the aircraft, so that's the advantage of that. But we've got a nice bunch of green jobs here, 106 nautical miles, looking to get over there and deliver them over to Mount Cook. Alright guys, okay, with that said, let's go ahead and start up the aircraft right here. We'll get down, we'll turn the batteries on and the alternators on. We'll go ahead and turn the beacon on. We'll quickly pop outside the aircraft. Let's just make sure no one is around. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, that guy's there, but he knows what's going on, so we'll ignore him. So what we want to do is we want to throw on the right engine boost pump. And let's put a little bit, oh, we've got to remember to put the mixture up to rich, that might help. That's all up, a little bit of throttle right there, and let's go ahead and start this up. Oh, okay, a little reminder here everyone, fuel. Always forget this, always forget. You can have full confidence in my ability. Okay, let's try it this time. That sounded good. Oh, I can't quite see the engine behind the canopy there, but let's just pop outside. We can see it spinning there, that's great. Okay, that looks good to me. We'll chuck off the boost pump. Let's throw on the left engine boost right there. We'll go ahead and start that one up, and we can see that one. There it is right there, looking good. A good start on that. Now that we've got that all revved up and ready to go, let's throw on some other lights. We'll put the nav on, panel, why not. We'll throw the taxi light, the strobe, and we won't worry about the wing ice light at this point. We will put the pitot heat on though, because it's probably going to be a little bit cold once we get up there. And the next thing that we need to do is let's turn off the boost pump, and let's turn on the avionics. Here we go. The avionics is going to pump up right there, and it's showing our track. Over here we can see it's 105.4 nautical miles. We've got everything in the green there. We've got engine temperature in the green, oil temperature, oil pressure. Everything is in the green. That is what we want to see. So if I just pop outside the aircraft again, you can actually see that we're going to just use this little grass runway right here, and I think we'll take off from runway 20, so we'll left to right as we can see it. So it's a short taxi over there to the left hand side, so I'll meet you once we're ready to go. Okay, here we are lined up on runway 20. And let me just grab my, what I want to do is grab my little client right here, my Flight Sim Economy client. And this is a couple of things. One thing is you don't need to have your parking brake engaged when you start the client. In one of my earlier tutorials, I think I said you do, but you don't. And a good little tip is don't start your client until you actually get ready to take off, because you save a little bit on fuel and rent charges if you're renting the aircraft. You can see my nose just go up quite considerably there as the aircraft was loaded up. So let's have a look around. We're all looking good. Now I'm not too sure, I don't fly this aircraft a lot. I'm going to give it full bunger, but I'm not too sure whether that is the go, because I think the engines will go in the red. But let's just go, let's see what happens. Okay. That was... Oh, my joystick is so sensitive. So sensitive, everybody. That was not a good takeoff whatsoever. We've finally got this thing under control. So let's throw the autopilot on so we get a chance to have a bit of a look around. We'll nose it up to about 900 feet per minute. Let's throw on the nav, bring up the gear. Okay, a lot happening right here, but that was very, very awkward on takeoff right there, everybody. Okay, it helps if we've got the needle on GPS. I'm having an absolute shocker here, everybody, but hey, let's just go with it because it's all happening. But look at me bumping all over the place. Not great flying conditions whatsoever right now. We are getting up in altitude there, and as we look out our right-hand window, I can't use the head tracking right now because my phone's otherwise engaged. We're heading west out towards the Southern Alps there as we head over the quarry. Looking good. Okay, we've finally got our act together here. We've got a nice 900 feet per minute. I'm just going to pull back this propeller down to about 82. Sounds good. Okay. 2480 in terms of revs is good. RPM. We're starting to head over the, these are called the Canterbury Plains right here. Heading towards these big mountains right here, the Southern Alps. So what I'll do is I'll meet you once we get up to altitude. So I'll catch you very, very soon. Okay, we're at our cruising altitude of 10,000 feet here, everybody. So just mapping out my approach here into Mount Cook. As you can see, plenty of high mountains around the airport, so we can't fly directly in there. So what I'm probably going to do is just look to perhaps go around the corner of that lake, miss these mountains right here completely, and look to shoot up through the valley on the edge of that left-hand lake there into runway 31. I think that is probably the way to go, just looking at the height of the mountains around this particular airport. Okay, everybody, we're here right on our final approach with my twitchy little joystick right here. As you can see, you've got to make a definite left-hand turn here around the mountain and then on to approach. It's very, very sloppy, this aircraft. A little bit hard to control, but that could just be my piloting skills, let's be honest. Let's just try to get this lined up. A little bit left at the moment. Probably going a touch too fast here. Pull back the power a little bit fast. It's cool, I'll carry a bit more speed in. And let's just flare it up. Whoa, that was somewhat average. Which kind of suits this entire flight, apart from the scenery, which was unbelievable. Let's bang off those flaps straight away, everybody. But the piloting was terrible. But at least, like I said, the scenery was just absolutely, it was brilliant. It was I expected a lot. Let's take the landing lights off. Let's turn around here, throw the taxi lights on just while I'm doing that. Let's try to multitask. Even look at that right there, everybody. Beautiful, beautiful scenery right here. Let me just go and park this thing up. But that was just such a breathtaking flight into NZMC, everybody. That's Mount Cook here in New Zealand, and I departed from Christchurch, and wow, it was just so good. It was so good. Hopefully you weren't watching this flight to learn how to fly. you would not have learnt anything. Although it's always good sometimes just to show people how not to do things. Let's go with that. I'll just pull it in over here, everybody. Twitchy as. Need to work on that. Yeah, something's happened here. I wonder if my joystick settings have reset. Anyway, let's throw on the parking brake. There goes our FSEconomy little notification. So what I'll do is I'll go and show you a log of the flight, and then we're done and dusted. Okay, here we are, everybody. So here goes a summary of our FSEconomy flight, and we had an income of $4,198 there. That's from the 5 passengers. We did have a rental cost there of it's $321 per hour. That's including fuel, but it was we didn't quite take an hour, so it's $256 it cost us. We had a ground crew fee of $419.80. That's 5% at each aerodrome. Distance bonus of -51, so I flew it a little bit further away from its home airport, this aircraft. But all in all, we earned $3,400. $952 goes to the group. That's the split for the group, and $2,500 to myself. And if we go into my flight right here, you can see the aircraft is still rented because I have jobs departing from the airport that I'm currently located at, and I definitely think I'll go ahead and take that flight because, man, how good was that? The scenery was breathtaking, as I said before. But anyway, everybody, hope you enjoyed this flight. Remember to smash the like button down below, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, everybody, take it easy.